sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, shake it low. The new sound has been found. And yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a I want a mile in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million.
Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On first down, right back to Benson. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. You talk about this Washington defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
To throw, Williams. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Vikings send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Young to throw it. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Looking to throw, Young. Dancing to his left. Oh, Young loses it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call it.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Brock Bowers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
On first down, it's Benson. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 47 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Another run here with Benson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. From the gun, here's Williams. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 8 now. This defense for the Commanders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go. Here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Throwing again here, Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
To the air, Williams. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Thomas goes in motion left. Touchdown, Vikings! Rome Odunze. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep...
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Young will set to throw. He'll check this one down to Taylor. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But, listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Jonathan Taylor, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Williams. And Thomas has it. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 4th down, here's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. On the handoff, Benson running right. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing is Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Looking to throw is Williams. And he's got it. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Benson will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. No CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Young to throw it. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Young now. Buying time to his left. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Now Young. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Now here's Young. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Brock Bowers,
as the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Williams. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Young.
That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Third down, Young from the gun. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. To throw, Young. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
To throw, it's Williams.
Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back a little.
To the right side and intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Running left, Taylor. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Young to throw it.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Now Young. Feeling feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal.
Let's go.
Throwing, Young. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Brock Bowers, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the gun, here's Williams. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Cam Smith. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Commanders get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throw left side complete. That's Benson. 20. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way down to the 5. They'll run with Benson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Trey Benson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
No gain on the play there, second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Here is Young.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Now he's into the clear again. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. Big yardage that time for Washington. 41 yards.
Looking to throw, Young.
Pass complete right side to Bowers.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Let's go.
Young. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Young off the play fake. On the move to his left.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Bryce Young
taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Butker on for the PAT. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go. 18, Pioneers.
Williams from the gun on third down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They'll go. Here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
To the air, Williams.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Thomas brings it in.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Williams going to look to throw again. That is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Looking to throw is Williams. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one.